Some predators don't look like predators. They look like someone you'd trust for 8 seconds. That's all it takes. 8 seconds for your brain to decide safe or not. And that's why the most dangerous person can look ordinary. So here's the question. How does persuasion become a weapon without looking like one? I'm Lena Sarkissian. I study criminal behavior and the psychology of manipulation. In the next 20 minutes, I'll show you the tactics Theodore B used so you can recognize them in real life. Because the biggest mistake is confusing charm with safety. The most dangerous cues are often the most ordinary ones.
This is educational and victim-centered. No graphic reenactments.
Only patterns, psychology, and prevention. We'll cover the timeline, the investigation challenges, and the behavior that linked separate reports. And we'll translate it into practical red flags you can use today. This isn't about fear. It's about clarity. Because many dangerous moments happen in transitional spaces. Doorways, hallways, parking lots. Places where decisions happen fast. I'll also give you safety scripts, short phrases that buy you time and distance. You don't need to debate. You need to exit. Connection is protection. Isolation is opportunity. Now, let's build this story safely, with respect. And then we'll dissect the psychology behind it. In the 1,970 seconds, information sharing was limited. Cases could stay disconnected for too long. Reports arrived as fragments, easy to dismiss as unrelated. And when cases are scattered, patterns take longer to emerge. But predators don't repeat details, they repeat strategy. Strategy is what leaves fingerprints in behavior. And routine environments create routine opportunities, especially when someone appears polite. Vulnerability is often situational. Distracted hands, divided attention, predictable paths. Predators look for moments when guardianship is low. Criminology calls it convergence. Offender, target, opportunity. Same time, same place. Mobility complicates timelines and coordination. As reports accumulated, the question changed from what happened to what connects them. Investigators compared descriptions, locations, and context looking for linkage. Witnesses often describe someone calm, polite, and approachable. That's the trap. Your brain reads polite as safe. Theodore B presented as ordinary, exactly what most people expect safety to look like. He used harmless signals, needing help, needing a small favor. Small favors lower guardrails. Guardrails keep strangers at a distance. This isn't magic. It's social engineering. Transitional spaces offer fewer witnesses and more control. And when control increases, risk escalates. As the investigation progressed, media attention intensified. And media attention can distort perception, especially when someone looks composed. Public fascination mixes fear with disbelief. He looked normal, so how? The real work is coordination, connecting information across agencies. Evidence turns suspicion into something that can stand up to persuasion. Because in court and in life, confidence can sound like truth. But proof relies on consistency, documentation, and careful process. Cases can stretch across months or years with setbacks and delays. And every delay can create openings for risk. When systems strain, offenders may try to exploit gaps. That's why this story matters. It's a lesson in how gaps become danger.
Investigators learn to prioritize behavioral linkage, method, context, opportunity.
Time, place. Approach anchors that can connect separate reports. Now we shift from the story to the psychology.
Because this case isn't just evil. It's strategy.
Strategy is planned, and planned behavior leaves patterns. We won't diagnose from a distance, but we can analyze behavior with discipline.
The core feature here is social masking, appearing safe to gain access.
A friendly signal can disarm you faster than a threat because it bypasses defense. Now let's break down the manipulation mechanics. First, the halo effect. When someone looks respectable, we assume they're trustworthy. It's not stupidity. It's efficiency. Your brain making fast decisions. And under stress, late hours. Bad weather urgency. Shortcuts become stronger. Second, social compliance. Saying no can feel rude, so we cooperate. That single step is often the opening a predator needs. Manipulation is built on small steps, not dramatic leaps. Third, impression management, controlled tone, posture, and timing. Those signals tell your nervous system this is normal. But normal can be engineered.
Charm can be a tool, especially when it's shallow.
Now we move from why it works to how it unfolds. A common loop is likability, trust, access, then control. Each link feels harmless. Together, they become dangerous.
The entry point is often a small request.
Small requests test boundaries.
Boundary testing asks, how much will you tolerate to stay polite?
Discomfort is your signal. Don't override it. You don't need proof to exit. Move toward light people and visibility.
Another mechanism is guilt, making refusal feel like cruelty.
Guilt is a lever. Kindness becomes a handle. If guilt fails, the tactic shifts urgency, irritation, pressure. That shift is itself a red flag. Healthy people respect no. Predators negotiate it.
Transitions are vulnerable moments when you're moving and briefly alone. Doorways create threshold risk. You pause, and they advance.
So keep moving. Don't freeze inside politeness. Connection disrupt control. Call someone.
Say it clearly. I'm not comfortable.
Then create distance immediately. Leaving early is wisdom, not drama. Visibility protects. Isolation endangers. Now, ethically, behavioral analysis is not diagnosis. We describe patterns across behavior, nothing more.
Commonly discussed traits include deception, exploitation, shallow remorse.
Those traits don't create harm alone. Strategy does.
Compartmentalization lets someone look ordinary in one room and dangerous in another.
That's why people can say, he seemed normal. Because normality can be curated. And a curated normality can be a disguise. Grandiosity can create entitlement. Rules are for other people. Entitlement makes boundaries feel optional. Some offenders treat life like performance. They try to control the story before you control the distance. And the public paradox returns. He looked normal, so how? That paradox can become fascination. And fascination can become glamorization. We deglamorize. Remove the myth, keep the warning. Because the focus belongs to victims and prevention, not the offender's image. So what do we do with this knowledge? We turn it into habits. Prevention is often simple and repeatable. Here are the red flags and scripts that matter. First, protect your attention. Distraction is free access. Second, treat urgency from strangers as information, not instruction.
Third, small requests can be tests. Notice how you feel.
Fourth, move toward people light and visibility. Fifth, Avoid isolation by design. Walk with someone. Share your plan. Now, 3 safety scripts. Memorize them. No, I can't. I'm not comfortable. I need help now. Clarity beats politeness. Change direction. Break predictability. If someone ignores no, that's not persistence. That's disrespect. And disrespect is risk. Leaving early is not an accusation. It's a boundary.
Your nervous system detects patterns before your mind explains them.
Trust your gut and honor it with action.
Build safety habits together. Practice the scripts.
Practice reduces freeze.
And when something feels patterned, report it. Patterns help systems connect dots.
One more point. Awareness is not victim blaming. Responsibility always belongs to the offender. Our job is prevention, without turning harm into entertainment.
Now, let me leave you with the real lesson.
Theodore B is a reminder. Danger can look normal, sound polite, and feel familiar. But behavior leaves signals, and you can learn to read them. If you feel unsafe, you are allowed to be rude to stay safe. Stay connected, stay aware, and leave early when something feels off.
Thank you for watching with care.
And thank you for keeping the focus where it belongs. Victims and prevention, always. If you want, I can teach you more safety scripts in the next episode. For now, remember, charm is not evidence.
Evidence is behavior over time.
I'm Lena Sarkissian. Stay aware, stay safe. See you next time. Stay safe.